So hello and welcome to this quick video where I want to share with you the type of light that is suitable when you are constructing a home studio for online tutoring or for making video lectures or for even using in a small studio. This is the type of lighting that I use in my own home studio. Like for example, when I'm making this video, I'm right at home and this is the kind of light that I'm using. How many am I using? Like these ones, there are 4 of them. 2 of them I use to light my green screen because I shoot my videos with a green screen, and 2 are used to light me up. I have the key light, I have the fill-in. Apparently, due to the size of the spacing, I don't have the hairline lamp, but if it is possible for you to be able to use the hairline lamp, then your image will stand very well from the background. Now, why should I use a green screen? I use a green screen because I'm able to replace the background with any image that I want. For example, the image that I'm using there is the image of a wall. I just took a photograph of the wall, and that is the background that I'm using. But I'm shooting this video right inside the house in my own makeshift studio. So you can make one like this. Now, why am I making this video? I'm making this video because I'm one person who wants to champion video lectures. And for video lectures to really appeal to your students, there are 2 things that are important: the audio and the picture. Today, I'm talking about the picture aspect. So it's not about the type of camera that you use. It's about lighting. In fact, a large percentage of the clarity of a video, other than audio, is just lighting. You've got to make sure that you are well lit. For example, right now, I'm well lit, I'm inside the house, and I'm lit using 2 lamps, key light and the fill-in lamp. And then my green screen is also lit. Many people use green screen without realizing that for it to work very, very well, especially when you're on Zoom, then it has got to be lit also. That's why you need 2 of these lamps. You put them at the extreme ends of your green screen. If you watch the previous video, there is a PDF download that I gave that shows how this is done. And I've included a nice drawing where you can be able to arrange your lights properly. So, since you are recording this from home, let's assume you are recording a video lecture. That one is much, much easier than when you are teaching online. And even if you're teaching online, it is the same thing. You have to be well lit. Let's assume you're using Zoom to teach. If you're using Zoom to teach and you click to the second camera, when it takes you there, then my second camera will take me to my whiteboard over here. This whiteboard is viewed using a webcam, which I've mounted somewhere above here so that it can look at my whiteboard. At the corner of the video presentation or at the corner of my teaching, there is always my video. I want to make sure that that video is as clear as possible, because there are 2 things that you want to ensure that are very well done in terms of presentation. One is the audio, the other one is the picture. Without good lighting, that one will not appear good. So you can use such lighting. In the video description below, I've given you information on how you can get this. Unfortunately, you can't get this one exactly like this lights, the way they look like from any online store, because I've designed them. I've designed these lights right from scratch. And if you're in my region, you can order that from me. I've given the information in the description below. If you go there, you will find how to get in touch with me so that I can give you the last sets that I have made. Now, if you're very far from me, I will have to mail that to you. Or if it is impossible for that to happen, then in my subsequent lectures, I'll be able to show you how you can make your own step by step. So don't forget, in the video description, go there and you'll get the information on how to get these lights. Now, let me go on to where these lights can be used. I've already talked about the lights being used at home, when you're making video lectures, or when you're teaching your students online. That is where these lights come in. They can also be used in, let's say you are a one-man band whereby you travel from one point to another shooting videos. Maybe you have a contract in an office somewhere, you go and shoot a video in an office. These lamps are they are portable, because one of them is about 1 kilogram. It's not that heavy. So the 4 of them is about at most 5 kilograms together with the stands. So they are not heavy to carry around. So you can quickly go mount them in an office, mount your green screen if you know how to do that, and you are ready to go as far as shooting that video for your client is concerned. The other way that these lights can be used, they can actually be used in a recording studio. Let's say maybe in a TV station, for example. I've seen some TV stations and I could tell that when I look at the picture, there is some problem with the lighting. So such lights can be able to improve your picture, and your viewers are able to appreciate neat, clear picture. And the good thing with this is that if you combine it with a green screen, you'll be able to shoot a video. Let's say you are shooting music. The star will have to sing in the studio, and then at the background you keep on changing the background. So that is another place where it can be used. But most importantly, it is in education. For example, on my whiteboard over here, I don't need any extra light in order to light my whiteboard. My whiteboard is already lit. What can I do on a whiteboard? I can write just as I write on a blackboard or on a real whiteboard, or I can carry out a demonstration. I'm able to show students one or two things, demonstrate one or two things on that whiteboard. And this is really what teachers do. So when it comes to teaching online, you really don't have to change so much. The only thing is that your students are far from you when it comes to distancing. But when it comes to teaching, it is exactly what you do when you have the students in real time in a real classroom. So I would encourage you to try and improve the way you appear in the picture, the way you appear in the video, the way you appear to your students online in real time. It is very, very important, because especially those who are dealing with quite young learners. Young learners are usually impressed by two things: what they see and what they hear. So make what they see to be very attractive. And if you make your video the way your video appears, for example, you can see this light here looks quite professional, because I want a situation whereby even if you are to put it in your own house, you feel very comfortable having such lights around. They look quite beautiful. You can get, I can be able to make ones of different colors. This is black. I can be able to make a color of your choice. So the same way, your video should be very attractive to your student. The next thing is what they hear. I've already talked about the audio and the need to use a condenser microphone with a preamplifier, or if you can't afford that, just get a simple condenser microphone, which is USB. So that one does not need a lot of resources. You don't need to get a preamp for it. All you need to do is just plug it into the USB port of your computer, and it becomes your microphone that you're going to use for your Zoom meeting, for your online classes, and so forth. So that's it about today's video. I just wanted to make this short, quick video showing you the kind of light that I use. And if you're interested, you could order them from me. And if you're in my area, I could be able to deliver them to you. They come in a set of 4. But let's assume you can only afford 1. So that is the one that I'll be able to give you, because maybe you're just interested in the one that lights you from the front. Just use a single lamp. And you can see this lamp, the area is quite big. This lamp measures 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. That is 0.5 meter by 0.5 meters. So the area is 0.25 meters squared. It is quite a big area. Quite a big area. And it illuminates a big section. So let's say you can only be able to afford 1. If you place it in front there, I can guarantee you it will be able to light you and light your green screen at the back. If you can just afford 2, then you have 1 lighting you from the front, and then 1 placed at the side so that it can light your green screen. If you can afford 3, you can have the key light, the fill-in, and then one of them is used to light the green screen. And finally, if you can afford 4 of them, 2 of them will light your green screen, the other 2, they are used to light you up. The other advantage is that these lights, they don't warm up the room. They don't change the temperature of the room. The temperature of the room remains the same. There are some lamps that you can use out there. They make your recording area to be very uncomfortable in terms of temperature. The temperature really goes very high, and it becomes very uncomfortable to record from there, to teach from such a position where you are very uncomfortable because it is really hot. So they don't warm up the room. The other thing is the maximum wattage or the power that these lamps use is 44 watts. Each one of them is 11 watts. So you can see the power consumption from your mains is quite low. 11 watts for each one of them, and you get good, sufficient light. And the last advantage is that they are very suitable for lighting the green screen, because it's not all sorts of lights which you can use to light the green screen. This kind of lamp or studio light, I have designed it in such that it produces white light. White light. White light is what is recommended you use for lighting the green screen. And then the green screen must be lit uniformly. So that is what I wanted to share with you today as far as lighting your studio is concerned. So until next time, when I catch you up with another trick or another way in how you can improve your video lectures, it is bye-bye.